back, people. Welcome back to another live stream. And it's another Saturday. It's another Saturday, so you're here on Sports Prophecy TV. And we're going to chop it up. We're going to jump into some of the Premier League performances today. Everybody, thank you for being here. Everybody who joined us, big up yourself, Chris Smith. What's the question? Chris Smith got a question already. People, make sure as soon as you come in, you just tap the like button, as that helps the show and it helps the algorithm. All right. Yes. So Omari Hutchinson, we saw Omari Hutchinson today for Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town looked really good in the first half of that game. They look really good. Kept position, looked brave. They played a defensively they were 4-2-4. Defending against that Liverpool team. Omari Hutchinson, though, listen, no, the question is Omari Hutchinson overrated? That's something that a lot of people want to find out today. Chris Smith, that's an important question. Is Omari Hutchinson overrated, or the sample size that you got today wasn't enough? JT, should they be talking about these overrated Jamaican born players? Omari Hutchinson is playing football. Big up yourself, Warren Webster. Is Omari Hutchinson overrated, Warren Webster or Karis? Yeah, man, as soon as you enter the show, just hit the like button on it and we get things moving in the right direction. Turkoman, big up. The latest today. What is Turkoman production? So Omari Hutchinson, as you know, he has received the call up for Jamaica a few times. Hasn't taken that call up, has received a call up for England U19. I'm just giving you a little rundown on Omari Hutchinson. Was at Arsenal. I think they bought him from Liverpool first. Not bought him. I think he was at Chelsea. Started out at Chelsea. I think Omari Hutchinson started out at Chelsea as a youth, then went to Arsenal as a youth as well. Not sure about the Chelsea thing. And then Chelsea bought him back. They brought him back. And under Tuchel there, he got a few minutes for Chelsea. But that's when Chelsea was on the decline when he made that change from Arsenal to Chelsea. No, then they send him out on loan. He went out on loan. He went out on loan now to Ipswich Town. Early on, big up yourself, Mr. Lee. Early on for Ipswich Town, Omari Hutchinson, he was, getting the minutes, but he wasn't really sure. No, Omari Hutchinson he is the identity of Ipswich Town. Like that youngster, I don't remember his name, the Italian that's at Leeds United, that little short guy. Let's say Ipswich Town goes back down to the championship. They know they still have a player like Omari Hutchinson, a youngster who they can build their team around. I'm going to tell you today what I saw with Omari Hutchinson in this game to let you know whether or not he is overrated, because that's something that a lot of people want to know. That's something. The man is bigger league. He will get used to the speed and the man them, says Conrad Smith. JT is both. So we're going to talk about that. What I saw in Omari Hutchinson today is Omari Hutchinson, he releases pressure for his team, Ipswich Town. So no, Omari Hutchinson is not overrated. I say that now clearly. Omari Hutchinson is not overrated. And the reason I said that Omari Hutchinson is not overrated, if you look at Omari Hutchinson today, he was the only bright spot for Ipswich Town in that game. Whenever he had the ball, it seems like something could happen. When Ipswich was bogged down, Omari Hutchinson seems like a player who wants to take the ball and run with it. So Omari Hutchinson is like that release valve player. You see me I say? Adam McGregor, yeah, he didn't have a good game over per se because he made a few bad passes. But I think it's just the level. I think it's just the level that's just going to take him a little bit of time. It's just the level. As Conrad said, as soon as Omari Hutchinson soaks in, but you can see it, like he has it. I saw him did something really well today, and it was an off-the-ball movement that he did. He had the ball. He passed the ball to a player. There was two defenders running next to the player on the sideline, and there was a gap, right? There's a gap. One player is covering like the right back, and somebody's tracking the ball carrier. Omari Hutchinson passed the ball to the guy and was expecting the ball back. Omari Hutchinson didn't continue running. He stopped precisely when the gap opened up between the defender and the guy who was pursuing the guy for the ball. And I was like, okay, that was very good because he made himself available in a cluster. It was a cluster of players. We also saw Emil Smith Rowe. We saw Smith Rowe yesterday. He had some dead touches. Smith Rowe. He had some dead touches. Goes. He reminds me a lot of Tyreek McGee. Smith Rowe is like that Tyreek McGee kind of player. They want the ball. They will do something, but Smith Rowe goes cold in games. He disappears. He disappeared in that game. Hence why they had to sub him off in that Fulham game to change it up. So I watched all these games this weekend just to make sure I get to see what was happening there with Omari Hutchinson. I saw it for myself. The player is not overrated. He's a release valve for Ipswich Town. If you look at Ipswich Town, they do one thing. They try to hit Burns. They play this route one football, trying to get it to Burns down the right hand side, and then they play off that. But they do this 4-2-4 press when they're defending, and I think it works very well. They had Liverpool on the back foot a few times in that game. They just were clinical in front of goal. That guy Graves, their centre back for Ipswich Town, he looks really good as a young player that they brought in. Carlton Loveless, I see Isaac Eden uncle today, JT. I was talking to him about his nephew. Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. The coach, I was quite disappointed that I didn't see Steve McLaren at one of these games. I think the coach should have been at one of these games. I think that's how I see the English coach. I see, you know what I mean? That's how I see the top coaches do it. They go and sit and watch the prospect that you're trying to bring in and let him know that the coach has eyes on him. I'm serious. I was expecting to see McLaren in the stands of either the Aston Villa game today or the Ipswich Town game today. Come on, coach. Like, yeah, the coach is good. He's funny. He's happy. Coach, say I laugh right now. Jamaican people laugh with you, until them stop laugh. So me just want you just keep your eye on the ball. This is say everything is fun to you and sunshine and yeah. But coach, I'm saying we what I expected to see the coach at one of these games today, Tycoon. Big man thing. I expected to see Coach Steve McLaren at the Omari Hutchinson game or the other game with Leon Bailey. You got to let those guys know that you're serious about them. If he says he's gonna do it on a professional level, like he's saying, then we need those guys to know that we're serious about them. So I'm disappointed in not seeing the coach there today. Very disappointed. I expected to see Coach McLaren there today. Big up yourself, Javon Wilson. Yeah, man. I expected to see Coach McLaren in the stand like how you would have saw Southgate looking at the Ali Watkinson. No, let's talk a little bit about Leon Bailey here. Leon Bailey, we saw Leon Bailey today for Aston Villa. Had a good game, hit the post, could have scored, didn't score. Aston Villa, and this is not a Leon Bailey beaten thing. Aston Villa, to me, hasn't had that. Aston Villa hasn't. Aston Villa hasn't. Aston Villa hasn't really. They haven't really had a good preseason. Aston Villa. They didn't have a really good preseason, and hence they look okay. As I told you guys, that guy Roberts, that for Aston Villa, that he's going to be getting a lot of start playing time, and I think he played the entire 90 minutes of that game. No, for Leon Bailey, I know he had a really good season last season, but this season is going to be very competitive for him. Philogene and those youngsters, we saw that those kids want to play as well. Philogene, he's an interesting story. They sold him from Aston Villa and then now bought him back They must have seen something. They let go of Diaby. Basically, Leon Bailey made Diaby have to lift up out of town. Like Diaby was the man who was brought in to take Leon Bailey game, and Leon Bailey said, "No, yo, boy, you're there behind me at Germany. I have to respect baller." On a big man level, Leon Bailey did do that to Diaby. Diaby was brought in to be that trigger man like Leon Bailey, that quick fire, versatile player that you could use anywhere in your front three. Didn't work out. They start him in a few games. Um, but Leon Bailey kept his cool. People, make sure you hit the like button on the video. We're going along very nicely. 14 minutes in the show, very organized, and the show depends on your interaction. Ohini Blake said, "Why would Sky focus on McLaren in the stands? Do you have confirmation of which game he is going to watch?" I don't have any confirmation of any game that McLaren is going to watch. I'm saying I would have liked to see the coach in the stands, the Jamaican head coach, make them know, say, yo, a big man thing. McLaren is in town. With them carry the name, some carry the name McLaren or something like or McLaren. I saw them carry the name. That those are some high-end car, you know. You see me, the McLaren and those cars. Pardon me, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. I don't think I'm pronouncing it correct, but I think they have some cars named McLaren and them think they're high-end stuff. JT Duran is the most underrated. Listen, gaming. Big up yourself, Joshai 876. Everybody, Peter Mystic, you just check in. Make sure to hit the like button on the video. We're gonna have a good Saturday show, people. Me like how we are built into the thing, nice and smooth, and we're gonna keep it real. You see me? We're gonna keep it real, and we're gonna be honest here with the opinions of how we saw it today. So, as I said, I think Leon Bailey will come under immense pressure. I think he will come under immense pressure this season. And it's not because he's not a good player. It's just how competitive the Premier League is. Bless up yourself, Jamaica. Jason Guna Ames, official in the building. And Rich Toys, are you pronouncing it? You are pronouncing it correctly. Okay, I'm pronouncing it correctly. Thank you very much. McLaren. So it's a big car that. It's a big card at McLaren. So I'm saying, Mikel Antonio, you have your striker playing against one of your top wingers, and you're the Jamaican head coach. If he's in England, I would want to see the coach in that game today. I would want to see the coach watching the game today and make Leon Bailey them know, say, listen, because I don't think it's gonna be as easy as everybody think of getting Leon Bailey back. Leon Bailey is focusing on becoming a very good football player in the EPL and the Champions League. And you can't wrong him for that. That's his number one priority. Umza says, JT, this is a bit of a reach. Don't you think? Just the first match. No, I'm just saying, no, it's Jamaica has a game September. We have a game September 6th, right? We have a game September 6th. So the coach name is McLaren. Okay. Yeah. September 6th. I'm saying, guys, we have a game September 6th. If England has a game September 6th, you will see Southgate. I saw what is the other guy named Lacey or whatever. I don't remember the name of the coach for England, the interim coach. He's at all these big games. And he's going to be playing Jaime Hallgrimson. He's going to be Ireland versus England. And he's already looking at his players. That's what I'm talking about. Carsley. Yeah, man, Carsley. I think he's Irish or something. I think he's Irish. That's what I'm saying, Omzo. I'm just saying go there and sit and look at the player them, because you see me, Mikel Antonio is playing Leon Bailey. You get two shot. You get two players in one game there. You get two players. Not because you never see him means him, but DC, can you prove that he was there, DC Sav? And DC Sav, make sure you hit the like button, Omzo. Anita Bell, Thank you for joining us, Jay Saguna. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I know Diaby getting better paid going to a place support his value, ask for a transfer. Make sure you hit the like button in the know. Done, the like button has been hit. I hope you did that. Leroy Bailey, what if he isn't? What if he is in the stadium but is not a must for us to see? I don't know if he was there. But I'm thinking if Steve McLaren is in the stadium and the other going to a culture he good with and he knows. Yeah, like bro, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying what I saw last season is when Diaby came in, he was there to compete with Leon Bailey for that spot. That's what I saw. I don't know what everybody. I know he moved. He's going to a country. He would have been. He would have been competing for game time. Duran looks really good in preseason as well. Very tall, number nine, clinical. There's a few more things you'd want him to work up off his game. That one touch and peel off the defender and make the run into space. I would want to see that a bit more from him. But we saw that goal. That is top shelf. That's top stuff from Durant today to bring that one over the line for Aston Villa, because Aston Villa, you saw Ali Watkins in this game, didn't look the same. He's rusty coming off that Euros, didn't really play a lot of preseason football. So Aston Villa today wasn't really clicking for me, but they have that kid Roberts. A lot of people, I kept talking about that kid when I saw him in preseason. I think he came through their academy. Roberts, he played 90 today. They took off Ali Watkinson. They took off Leon Bailey. So listen, that tells you that, because he looks a little bit to me like he plays a little bit like Jude Bellingham, that kid Roberts for Aston Villa. I think that's how Jude Bellingham would look if he's playing forward. He looks a lot. He doesn't look like he's going fast, but he's picking up Roberts. Rogers. Yeah, Rogers. Yeah. Thank you, Jay Saguna there. Rogers is of yard. I don't think he's of. I asked somebody about Rogers. I don't think he's of yard heritage, because that would have been, whoa. That would have been a nice. That would have been a nice piece to the puzzle. True JT, cause me did see Southgate a watch Rangers like Dujon Sterling him when did they a watch before Euros did start, cause man say where him a do so far. Exactly. You see me I say? So I don't think Leon Bailey did anything wrong today in the game. First game, he actually could have scored. Got some shots off. The shots were blocked. But it's just, I think for us to see the same Leon Bailey this season or better, Aston Villa, the other players. Rogers not Jamaican heritage to my knowledge, but we try to find out for sure. Yeah, man, Jay Saguna, do some top journalism on that. So we have 118 of us in here. Let's see if everybody has hit the like button. So 50% of you haven't hit the like button yet, and 50% of people here hasn't subscribed as yet. I don't know why the people that watch the channel and afraid to subscribe. Come on, folks, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. All right, very important. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button as well on the video. Let me just check how much likes we have on this video to see if people are hitting the like button on the video. We have to start the show. People, we have 30 likes on the video. That's what Messi I want to go on with the video. We have 30 likes on the video. People, we have to get it up there to get the numbers up in the algorithm on a Saturday afternoon. So Nitro, everybody, just make sure let's say we can get it up to 50. Like, can 10 more people just hit the like button? Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it up to 50. We at 43. Let's 6 more people hit the like button on the video. and see. Let's see if we can get it up to 50. At least 40% of what people who is on the stream. We have 122. So we need five more people to hit the like button and we get the show moving again. Because people were chopping it up, you know. Greenwood had a brace today. So four more people. Hit the like button. All right. Yeah. So I think I thought Marcos was the yard heritage. Okay. I think the news going around now that Jamaica is the place to be. A lot of players will make themselves available. Mason Greenwood is that impact player. Publish the yard heritage. JT, you need to publish the yard heritage players in the EPL. Yeah, bro. I have a blog. I have a blog that we have a blog right now, Sports Blem, and we have a number of people adding to the platform, writing articles, coming up with information. That I do have a ear table with most of the young players for Jamaica and the heritage players for Jamaica. You gave me a good idea there. I need to put that up on the blog so people can always just go back there and keep it updated. And people, let me let you know this. When we publish something, I'm saying this to you right now. When we publish something, we definitely at least do some checking. You see me? I say we at least do some checking. We not just make up a story and we not just make up a story and come tell you. It's something that's either gonna be out there or something that we did some confirmation. So people, let me just drop the blog. Let me just drop the blog here. We just drop the blog here in the comment section. So you can check out the blog. Number of articles will be we're just getting up and running because we want to have a blog as well where because I'm thinking if I'm getting information like how people in the newspaper gets information, why can I give out the information in a way where I'm giving hints or yeah, but we do it. And it's not gonna be perfect. I let people know I'm just a trailblazer. I like to do things even if people laugh after me at first and say it's not gonna work. I just like to try things and open up other avenues for discussions. That's just my thing. Everything is getting even on WhatsApp. You know, you see, if I saw Arnett Garden add me to their media group one of these days. So a lot of people, and we've been on that on WhatsApp and doing other things there on Telegram, trying other things, and so we want to connect it all. So it's a whole because there's a lot of Jamaicans out there, you know, that's in different places, scattered with different we just interests. They like different things, but some of them do like Jamaican football. So yeah, man, you can check out the blogs and check out some of the stories that's on there. And we will lining up to get some writers from different areas and places who are passionate about different sports surrounding Jamaica and news and updates. And we promise to make sure checks will be made. It makes no sense because you can check for yourself as well. That's why I could come out and tell you guys that the Macy Greenwood thing, I'm not afraid to put that out there on paper or on camera. If I didn't get that information, I wouldn't know the information. That and I want to remind people, people are so silly when it comes on to people saying fake news. People, you have to understand how news work. I said that Macy Greenwood, the JFF, has made an attempt to expedite his passport. Hence, this would make the player available for June 6th. So I said Macy Greenwood then will have to decide if he comes to play. You know, Macy Greenwood will have to decide whether or not if he wants to come and play for Jamaica. That's natural. So, Cataract, on the thing that you asked, is there a 60-man squad for Jamaica? I've spoke to Simon Preston today, the press officer. There is no 60-man squad for the group games in the Nations League. When it goes on to the finals, you have to send in a 60-man squad. So now it seems like you can pick your squad before every game. There's no 60-man squad, basically. That's what was told to me by Simon Preston, the press officer there. He probably busy, JT. I deal with other things. more players. He knows what a lot of the players what a lot of yeah, I'm just saying that I would like to make sure that the coach is on the ball already. You see me? Because by the time we look, bro, the game is up on us. And as I'm saying, I believe that the JFF will have to pick this team for the coach. The first team, I think the JFF will have to pick the first team for the coach. You see me? I say I don't know if it's Marion Gardner or whatever her name. I don't know if
You're
he's gonna pick the first team. But
gonna stream you out there. You're gonna hear people on my phone dead, yeah?
okay. Okay, it's cutting. All right, yeah, man. Gotta actually him think. Um, the CF boys. Let me call. Yeah, I won't be about to say one call when the show just a start. Put a time aside for call. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Missy say as my job the video. Yeah, I say. Where I say I disagree that he's overrated. I didn't say he's overrated.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that. I was explaining to the people why I don't think Omari Hutchinson is overrated. Did you see the game today?
Yeah, I watch the game, definitely. I watch the game full. Yeah. I see your message now. Yeah. I see a headline, brother. With a question sign.
Yeah. You're live, bro. You're live. Just let you know that you're
I know,
live.
man.
Okay.
That's my baller, man. You don't mess with my baller, man, or nobody mess with my
But
baller.
we still know today though I was more confident that he's not gonna be playing for England anytime soon, as long as he's at
We all know that.
as long
We
as
all know
he's
that.
at Ipswich. As long as he's at Ipswich, he's not gonna play for England anytime soon, because Ipswich, he's not gonna be able to be that big player that he can be. If Omar Hutchinson was in a team that's getting a lot of ball possession, he would have looked different. Let's say he's at a Manchester City getting the ball like a Phil Foden all the time.
Remember, I know, Madison is a way better baller than Omar Hutchinson. And Madison didn't make it to Europe.
Right?
You get me?
Grealish didn't make it to the Euro team.
Grealish didn't make it. My guy from Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
What's his name again that can play for Jamaica? What's his name again? The midfielder, number 10 from...
Not where the next one them from Nottingham Forest, man. Gibbs White.
Gibbs White performance would have shown us that he's already more established than Omar Hutchinson. He's a good player, and he still can get a look in. So Omar is way down the pack, way down. Way down. Bro.
Yeah. And today, Omar Hutchinson is gonna, because to me, like Ipswich, they don't have a. I think already I see their problem. They need to get a number 9.
Yeah, they need that. Well, their forward was second to Alan with the most goal combined Championship and Premier League. I didn't know that. I saw the stats. But I don't know why he came on the second half. I don't know if he had an injury or something. I was late coming off.
Who that?
I don't know his name, but the commentator said it.
Which player this? Which game this? Where you talking about?
Come on, man.
No, man.
They said the Ipswich forward when combining Championship with the Premier League.
Oh, him came off the bench. I think
he came off the bench.
They look different when he came on. They look different when he came on. They said he had like must see 30 something goal or something in the Championship.
That's
or 20.
Right. Yes.
Right?
Yes. 30. Yes.
He just got to the team yesterday. Yeah. Listen, I think Ipswich still look good to me. Like, I think they could stay up.
I was just about to say that.
I think they could stay up.
Good. And what I will say this too. Liverpool look even better than last season already.
Listen,
In terms,
you know what
in
Liverpool? What I like about Liverpool on the slot,
yes,
they look like they're playing with more space. It's not
Mhm.
very tight,
I see the
compact
opposite.
to me.
They look like they're more compact.
I think they
They
look
look more compact.
are we talking defensively? Because if you look at it today, like what the guy the name Lopez?
For Liverpool.
Yeah, not wait name man. Him here die. I think he's the I can't remember. I mix him. Brother Miles, I mix up the Colombian name with the Brazilian name. What a brother the name?
Okay. The guy from Colombia. Yeah. I know what you're talking, man. Diaz.
Diaz. No, and maybe a Diaz. Maybe a Diaz, but to me, when in the second half, I think they were compact in the first half, but it wasn't working. I think in the second half, they look more expansive. The channels started to open up, and it just looked like a free flowing kind of football, like this Liverpool team. Because listen, remember, Nunes is on the bench, right?
Yes.
I think
Nunes
this head
Johnson.
coach, based on how I see Liverpool set up in the second half, I think this head coach can get the best out of Nunes.
Well, I said it to Ryan. I said it earlier. I said, Ryan, your team look better than last season already.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember Arsenal played them in preseason, and Arsenal lost the game. Yeah, it's preseason, but I saw Liverpool play Arsenal. I was like, wow.
Yeah. They played, and I like how Ipswich made them have to work for it, because sometimes you Liverpool is rusty. Salah looks rusty as well to me. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
think so. I just think I think well, Ipswich was very good first half. But second half, Ipswich got tired.
yeah, it's just the Premier League. I'm not gonna say they got tired. I just believe that is in the Premier League. The difference is the relentlessness of your opponent. Like a team just attacking you over and over relentlessly. You know what I mean? Like, can you in the champion? Yeah, in the championship, maybe you can sustain that for 70 minutes and still get a point from the game or win the game. In the Premier League, the margins are just way smaller. You have to do that for much longer. They have to play that good for much longer.
Yeah, because their defense was very, very, very strong first half, but because, as you rightly said, that constant pressure got to them. You think it's easy to defend ball after ball. Every time the ball go out, it comes. Yeah, it's not easy. So, but Ipswich, look, I'm loving how they look.
Yeah. I think they can stay up.
What I see Omari play was more like a central midfielder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he played, and I think he got
a free role.
He had a free role because at times he even looked like the number 10 at times.
And sometimes looked like a number 8.
Yeah. So I was quite I was quite happy with his first touch. Weren't very good in this game. Not his first touch. His passes were very off in this game.
It was his passes for me.
Yeah, his passes were off in this game. Yeah, man. Cataract, please put the camera on, bro. Put the camera on.
I think he has so much confidence that your confidence sometimes can be your downfall.
Yeah.
So
we saw that for Jamaica as well, too, you know.
Yeah.
Where he gets a little bit overly confident.
He's just respect the game, respect the situation, and play it accordingly. Because he can learn from like a Yamal. A Yamal for Barcelona play the football so basic. Really basic in how he look for the easy passes. He doesn't complicate it.
That's how Nico Williams and those guys operate. They do the simple things over and over.
Over and over, definitely. Yes. And I see that with Omar. Omar look for the other passes. I see that trend. I always watch his games in championship too. And I noticed that about him. So, but once he can master the basic, then he will be more lethal. Like a Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey play basic, you know. Leon Bailey stick to the basic. Because then you don't become predictable. So the defender doesn't know what is your next move. So based on your reputation, the defender know what you can do, but you always have that killer pass. Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Moby boss, we link up here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling.
All right. Yeah, man. Blessings. Yeah. All right, bro. Yeah, man. Cataract, what's going on now? What you say now? What you talking about? Your mic is muted. I'm not hearing you. All right. Omari dribbling skills top notch. Leave Davis play Salah well. I've accept the message before I can send a photo. A photo. I don't know, bro. This is on. I haven't received anything on Instagram, bro. I haven't received a request or anything. Yeah, Cataract, I'm not hearing you now. Your mic is muted. Omari dribbling skills is top notch. Bailey need to work on his trademark some more. Okay, you're saying that, but Bailey's trademark is you need to start scoring. Bro, as I said early today, nothing much there. The Jamaican players were quiet. Shamar Nicholson, let's just throw Shamar Nicholson in there and we do an hour on this show here. Let's throw Shamar Nicholson in there. Shamar Nicholson, what's going on at Spartak Moscow with Shamar Nicholson? Not really knowing what's happening. And people, I remember this like yesterday. I did a video when Shamar Nicholson was going to Spartak Moscow. And I said, this is a crossroad in the player's career. And this is why I said that. At the time, I think just before the war was about to kick off with Ukraine, but we knew there was a lot of saber rattling happening in the political sphere. We could hear that. And I was wondering, I said, Shamar Nicholson, the money is good, and it's a move up for Shamar Nicholson leaving Belgium, I think at the time, to go to Russia. Then boom, he ends up in Russia. I know the money probably was good, but I thought, like you daddy a Jamaica and somebody I appear and say, I say, yo, nobody turn your head down this, brother. Nobody turn your head down this.
Good afternoon, JT. Good afternoon, viewers and subscribers. My take on Shamar, you may recall what I said to you. He's about to learn that there are levels to this thing. The Russian league is not a joke. It's one of the top leagues in Europe. Spartak Moscow, perennially, along with Lokomotiv Moscow, and I think there's one other team there that they are always in the European championships, be it Champions League and the Europa League, and they expect to go into the knockout phases of those competitions. That's the bar they set themselves, right? If you're not contributing to that, it ain't happening. It's a very racist place, Russia can be. For black players, there have been many complaints. But the African players that go there and the other players that go there, they have very good skills. They're not going there to learn and develop. It's the finished product. And I give you one example. You remember the Brazilian forward Hulk?
Yep. Big, strong forward.
Big, strong forward. And he was a starting forward for Brazil. And when he went there, they were about to run him out of town. Right? So how does a man that come off on the bench for Jamaica, these are the send kits or even Canada. It's
So what
so
happens with Shamar Nicholson now? Does Shamar Nicholson get, because he's the leading goal scorer, so by default, Shamar Nicholson gets a call up every time. So what happens now? He's not playing any football.
one of the,
We
one of
have to call him basically
one of the
because
things
he's
for the first,
training.
one of the things for the first 2 weeks I am noticing the Premier League and even the EFL are the
Mhm.
number of our players who we're depending on who are
Not playing.
riding the pine, right? Shamar would be one, but I could go on. Greg Lay.
Is he not start? He played one of these games at
Play away.
Oxford.
Play
But
away.
no, man, I saw he had a good cross in one of the. I think it's the first game. Did he come off the bench or something? But he was in one of
But
Oxford's game. The game that Oxford played against. I think they lost 3-2 to Coventry.
that's I never had that game. Man.
No, the game before that. What's the game before that Oxford played?
No, he was in the game for the Carabao Cup. The cup game midweek.
Oh, yes, it was a cup game. Sorry about that. It was a cup game, but I know he played. He played something.
Right. I saw Kanaya Boyce Clark. I think was there as well. He was in goal for Reading. Reading went out on penalties. But I want to stick to the EPL. So you said about Shamar. I think it's going to be very difficult. I can see Shamar just in Russia drinking vodka because if Sparta gets back into Europe, believe you me, they'll be
They're
buying
letting him
a
go.
whole different set of players.
They're letting him go. It's a tough go. Listen, brother. As me say, when me say I did a video when Shamar was going to Russia, and like may I make one joke when I say, "You come like your family," I said, "Oh, you love turn your head down, so someone, you know, so like all of Jamaica, your family them we tell us said no play with some pitney down the road, you know. Cause them say enough you turn your head down. And so me always hear some people at Jamaica say, yo, I may feel like Russia. I know the money was right, but I thought footballing for football, I didn't think it was the right move. I wasn't sure about Shamar going to Russia. It's been tough times there for Jamaicans. And it's not because they and not just because of the racism but then a war hit, sanctions, travel out of Russia. The Russian league is not really being monitored properly. Like, you know, things are different. You know, there's a cap on their success based on where they are now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, no,
But they
Shamar
have
needs to
money.
get out of there.
They have money, and the minute that they get back into Europe, they're gonna spend some of those oligarch monies, and they'll be buying better players. Right? I think when they were restricted to just playing with themselves like a Sunday league thing, that's fine where Shamar is concerned. But believe you me, they'll be going for the especially those strikers from the old third Rhine, you know, Czech Republic and Slovenia, Slovakia, that borders Russia. They'll be looking for those players. Belarus, all those countries around. They'll be shipping in players, except from Ukraine.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
it's tough going. With the player name Ahmed. Ahmed, the player name at Manchester United. When I watched that player, or something like that, he's a short winger, small player. You know, I'm terrible at remembering players' name, but it might be Ahmed or one of them.
Ahmad. Yeah.
Ahmad. You see, I'm always around there, people, but I always do about Ahmad, right? Ahmad reminds me of what? That's what Kahim Paris should have become as a footballer. You know, that's those are the things where like I would say to Kahim Paris, look at that Ahmad. Like, look at how he runs at defenders. Look how he moves with the ball. Look how he does that well over and over. So that's the thing that we're missing in some of our players. Norman Campbell started out here, scored it in his first game. I think last week he must have came off the bench, didn't play in the second game. Not his fault because they bought him for a lot of money in Danish terms. So he's gonna play. He's gonna play. There's no doubt about that because they plan to make their money back off him and more. So he's gonna play. Andre Gray can be picked. Yo, Zabadi look like you really want to trigger cataract.
I keep
Andre Gray. I don't think
I
they
keep
call him
saying
back.
for
Andre
everyone.
Gray. Hmm?
It's a clean slate for everyone.
Even Andre Gray them I come back
Andre Gay would be playing more minutes than any other striker that Jamaica has.
in where in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he's in Saudi Arabia.
But brother, we not call back Andre Gray again, man. How much time we gonna talk about that, man?
Who are you gonna call? Last
It's
time,
come like the Flavor Max thing we have at our.
no, and I don't only speak about one player. I'm saying to you, in the last squad that we had, when some players were unavailable from the EPL, we began calling players from the JPL, right? Under that guys. This was in the off season. We could have called Brandon Cover. We could have called Andre Gray. We called players who were injured in the JPL. Manu sitting on the bench in the JPL. Come on.
You know that we are gonna be listen. The YouTube space and the fans has a huge role to play as well of bringing certain players on the coach's radar. Because not saying the coach doesn't know the players, but let me tell you, people, I know this for a fact. The YouTube effect and the fan effect does put certain players on the coach's radar. Remember, I know people when we start put a lot of pressure on the coach with Ronaldo Cephas. We start, and I think even Katara asked the coach a question about that in a press conference, and we were just banging it away. Why Cephas not in the team? Then Cephas had to get picked. And then Cephas got picked. It's the same thing we kept saying. Javian Brown has to be out. Daniel Johnson has to be out. As well, Lavar boss said, never lost. Never lost. Tapa had to be out. Hal Grimson had to be out. Bro, all those players that we as fans called to be out of the team, they got out at some point.
Yeah, but that's
Avon Gray.
That's not the way for a football team. Fans don't pick squads, right? And the fans don't pick squads. That's what a coach is there for. Fans are there to have opinion. The media is there to have an opinion. So, you know what I mean? So that's that. I watched the games in the EPL, the ones that were available. I watched some championship games. I know you went through some of them. I don't think Omari Hutchinson is overrated, but I think Omari Hutchinson is about to find out that there are levels to this thing.
Yeah.
You can ramp around in the championship, but there's some big ballers.
He had some big turnovers early on in that game in a Cataract.
Man, I gonna name him food. Believe me.
He had some big turnovers in the first half of that game.
So I want to say to him, look here, my friend. Ain't nobody getting no England call up playing for a side that's in the relegation dogfight. Okay? No one. I don't know who fooled you. Now that you settle yourself, take up the call September the 6th. Okay? Good. He was just ordinary. And Ipswich Town, I don't know what game you guys are watching, but I'm telling you, Ipswich is going to struggle in this.
Oh yeah, me and you disagree on that. I think Ipswich will be okay because Ipswich is gonna be a problem for teams like Brentford and all those teams.
Ipswich is going to struggle and going right back down. I think Bournemouth is going to get into a dogfight this year because having sold Solanke, I don't think they're going to be able to buy somebody to replace him like that. I don't think the replacement is one-to-one. They're even looking at the Jamaican heritage player, Ellis Sims, is somebody who they were looking at to say they might be a replacement to him. There, I watched the Man U game, the opener of the season. Smith Rowe is a baller, but he's rusty, match rusty, but he's gonna get there. Rashford, oh my, I I think he had a miss in that game. I'm just talking players of Jamaican heritage. That's who I'm interested in. But Rashford was in that game. Man, you deserve to win, to be quite honest with you.
Symmetry look cool.
No, but he's playing in a side that's very unfamiliar. The whole side, the whole midfield has been pulled up from that side. Bobby Reed is gone. Paulinho is gone. So they've remade their entire midfield. It's going to take a couple of games to get competitive. I think Fulham is going to struggle this season. They're going to be nearer the relegation zone than they feel comfortable with, believe you me. Then
Yeah.
I watched the Aston Villa game. Just finished watching that. Leon Bailey had a decent game. Unfortunately, some other players came and really turned up and balled out like Onana. You know what I mean? And they didn't.
Wow.
He did it 1 year to settle in. But I think Leon Bailey's that miss, that criminal miss. I see him taking some of the bad habits that he has for the Reggae Boyz into Aston Villa and on the Ultras page where I'll normally have opening here. People weren't finding that funny that he missed that open goal sitter.
Who
Who
did that?
Bailey. When he went around the keeper and then he put what's my man Palembati from Wolves. All he had to do was from West Ham, sorry. All he had to do was then put the ball just round him and put the ball in the back of the net. And he snatched at the chance and hit the bar. So where? From West Ham, I think Mikel Antonio had a bad game. He didn't hold up the ball well. His touches were a bit heavy. Were heavy, not a bit, were heavy. And he was at fault for the first goal for Onana. Because he was the man marking Onana, and Onana out-muscled him and treated him like a rag doll. I don't know if you saw that. And then got the header in. Powerful header by Onana. When I saw that, what came to my mind is that Jamaica needs to have a set-piece coach, and I'm gonna raise that at the next press conference. Instead of having these Marians and all these people, we need to have a striker coach and a set-piece coach. The striker coach really concentrating on the lads finishing, and the set-piece coach getting us to make use of all the set-piece opportunities we get. And we win a lot of corners and we win a lot of
Bless up Owen. Yeah. Cataract, stop chat foolish, cause almost two different game you watch. Cause Liverpool them play where you expect them to play good. Them just never take them chances. Them no go do against other team.
Well, sir, you're a
Cataract, we stop chatting foolish.
idiot, because I did not speak about Liverpool. I have not spoken about Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear me mention the word Liverpool? So when someone just come up for chat, you can send when somebody send them. Can't fight him for that miss. The shot was no damn 50-50. He could have, the keeper was gone and the other player was in the mid-air. All it required was the right decision to be made. I'm even talking balls with you. You don't know ball game. Because he could have had the player having committed and in mid-air. He could have even slid the ball under the player. Right? It's a bad miss. It will go down as a miss big chance. So you can stay there, pretend. And let me talk to you. Well, Nitro Lewis Baker need to find him granny. Waited too long. And they're going to come right back down and find Leeds in the championship. I don't think Leeds will get promoted this year either. So they'll come.
Yo, they couldn't even get a point today.
Of course,
Well, they got a point.
Got a point. What are you talking about?
They got a point. Yeah, started off the season
What
very.
do you mean nobody? No, football guru. Let's move and go on, man. Let's lift up. About nobody hires a set piece coach. Are you yeah. Some of them man will come to provoke my spirit and idea. You hear me? I tell you.
Provoke your rat.
Yes, allow me. I will tell someone about the mama. I'm not in that mood there. Because it's Leeds just barely have 2 points and we are sell players again. So there is a thing like a set piece coach. You know what I mean? Lloyd Kelly didn't start for Newcastle. Lloyd Kelly didn't start for Newcastle at all. That many teams have set piece coaches. Many teams. Thank you, Dr. Dan. Someone just come on here and believe that and them alone no. Nothing. Well, Dr. I thought he was a man. I thought he out-muscled him. And it happened later on in from another set piece as well when he was marking him. And he really out-muscled and manhandled Antonio. So that's what I saw. You know what I mean?
Cataract, should we expect any football from your constituency this year?
Football from my constituency? What are you talking about?
That somebody wrote that.
I don't know. I don't know what they're all about. So those are the games I watched. I watched Oxford versus Coventry. Joel Latimer, their captain of the team. Casey Palmer coming off the bench. Ellis Sims needs to start scoring, otherwise he's going to be sitting on the bench for Brandon Thomas Asante. Believe you me.
Ellis Sims, I press them ball of that, you know. Them want the ball of the nice side. Cause now me need to go look him up, really. Ellis Sims.
He's young. I think he's about 21 years old. He's developing. He came through from Everton. Came up through the Everton Academy. And into senior football, he's really he came down a division into the championship after a loan spell, and he's did well for himself.
Okay, not major. But can he be a starter? Because Jamaica need a striker at some point, you know, bro.
I don't think Ellis Sims is the striker for Jamaica. I'm going to tell you that honestly. I believe he'd be a backup striker. I'm putting it out here. The striker that I believe is best.
What are we going to do with this striker position with Shamar and Boza? Because I'm not comfortable with it.
With Shamar and Boza?
Shamar and Antonio. My bad. I don't feel really good about it. Like it doesn't give me a spark. This striker tandem here.
I am hoping that one of after the first two big recruitments of Hayden and Greenwood, I am hoping that Cameron Archer and the left back position would be the next focus. To be honest with you. There is a fourth division, but it's called League Two. It's called League Two. As Jason Gouda mentioned it, what I saw and I got frightened about is the USA, because Haji Wright, he looked menacing all game. He was the master for Coventry. Yes, I'm talking about dead ball, corners, and free kicks, both direct and indirect free kicks. Yes, sir. Peter Mystic.
That's your Ipswich defender.
Nitro, you saying that you'd want Mason Greenwood to play this, be the central striker? Is that what you see, Jay Taylor?
Mr. Greenwood? I don't know how they're gonna work it out.
Somebody going to dad. I think he plays better coming off the right wing, don't you think so? Or the left wing? Which one?
Yeah. Or to me, or just slide a little bit behind the striker. Because I want him to be able to run at players.
I want him to finish off the chances. So I don't know, my brother. I don't know, my brother. I don't know. I heard there's an under 14 game playing. CFU. Let me check that out.
Don't want Greenwood with his back to goal. Exactly. That's why I said I don't want him to be up there fighting for headers and try to win. Like, no, I need him to be involved in the game. You know, I don't want him to be feeding off scraps.
Jamaica 2 St. Kitts 0 in the under 14. Well, I don't think our strikers feed off of scraps. Our strikers get very good chances. Is that the youth Jojo? Or them said there, Holland? I just see him post up a Jamaica flag on that.
Who that gonna Jamaica? Gonna no. Play them like hawk, you know, man.
No, I'm saying that they no, man. I'm listening again. I'm saying that there's a player named Jojo who is in I think it's Holland or Spain, one of the two. That I believe I saw him post an emoji under the under 14 games. So I'm saying that's a good look.
Yeah, all right. And people, thank you everybody who check out the article. Just I get the statistics here. So we had about like 520 people who read those articles. And as I said, people, we promise that we're gonna make sure the information that I'm giving or the other people, the writers are giving, you can go out there and verify it. That's something that's very important to me. I don't believe that's why when there's nothing to tell you, I don't create a stream. If we're gonna just talk football like we're just chopping it up, no, we just chop it up. We don't have to make up a story to tell you guys. Whatever we talk about is either gonna be out there or out there. We just got the information a little bit ahead of some people. Because the reason why I looked into the whole space of how I see local media in Jamaica working, blogs and newspapers, and I'm like, bro, sometimes they're late when it comes on to things that I already know, to be honest. And then they come out and they put it out, and obviously they're credible. But we also want to have a credible platform as well, where people can go and fact check for themselves. So yeah, people. So for all the people, that was good. Thank you guys who checked out the everybody who checked out the platform. Yeah, man. Continue, Qatar.
Um, so in lower league, Kira Anderson, I watched that game, the League One game, but he was on the bench.
He was on the bench in this game. Yep.
I watched that game. Um, I
What happened?
no, nothing. I'm just watching the St. Kitts game.
Okay, so you just start a sentence and just stop.
No. I started messing with them. I asked them if them think a Byron mess of this. You think a Taliban? You know, be
Cool.
messing with people. No, I'm saying that they Kaheem Dixon. I think we're gonna be able to see him. We're gonna be able to see him. You know, if he joins the first team, because I believe that they need to have some goals up front. Which other game did I watch this week? Oh, my boy didn't look good this week. Rotherham. I watched Rotherham.
Who we have out there?
We have my youth there, Johnson Clark Harris. He looked a bit chubby.
Oh God.
Had a bit of bit too much fish and chips.
And you said Greg Lee not playing any football.
No. Greg is fully bench. You know what I mean? Fully bench.
Greg Lee. Yeah, because I think bro. I think ultimately we have to find a left back because what's going on with Omari Bell? Omari Bell
was on the bench as well.
Okay, but what is his health update?
No, he's on the bench for Luton. I can look and tell you, but I saw what the game I watched. I watched the Luton game. It was there, and he was on the bench. That's the opening game that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if today they had a 0-0 draw with Portsmouth, and someone got a red card. Let's hope it was not Omari Bell. Seriously. Let's hope it was not Omari. So the lineup today. Omari Bell started today, but he got withdrawn. He got withdrawn.
See,
Omari Bell started today.
They're not sure about his health.
Hmm?
They're not sure about his health, bro.
Let me see.
It look like the injury is like really serious.
So he's played one match in the championship, and that's today. But they held on for a 0-0 draw. Who got the red card? The goalkeeper got a red card for Luton Town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were fighting it out. So that's a bit of good news. The championship game comes on in the night. In the night. But the two players that worry me that are without, like Michael Hector's without a club. I saw him linked to Exeter. I also saw him linked to Wigan.
Mm-hmm.
And Liam Moore.
What happened with him? He fell off the radar.
He was at Northampton Town for the last part of the season, but I don't see my man. It's like, as you said, off the radar.
Yeah, anytime you play one place, brother, we don't even know when them a play. You no problem.
You understand?
Because me don't know when them side they play. Honestly, I don't. I don't know when those teams are playing, man.
No, but that's because you don't.
See,
You
you're
know
watching not. So you're here. We go now, people. Here we go.
what?
Fabrizio, are you watching Northampton Town?
Last season, I watched them in League One because I mean, when I could, I'm not telling you I watch every single game because I am not like some man that have 7 TV. You know, I watch Leeds, I watch Welling where Anthony Grant plays, and then I try and watch where Jamaicans were, which is West Ham, Aston Villa, and Brentford, and sometimes Fulham. You know. Mm.
Okay.
Burnley were on a riot today. Cardiff pick up 500 them Grisnich. You know what I mean? That one's rough. And not good news for our man in Stoke City. They picked up 3 on them.
Daniel Johnson.
Yeah, but him never start. And neither did Lewis Baker. It's Josh Laurent who is not Jamaican. Let me just answer that question right away and tell you. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, they didn't even come up. They didn't even feature. Daniel Johnson was on the bench, never featured, and Lewis Baker was on the bench, never featured. So I don't know. That's not a good look. You don't want your players to be on the bench. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can put it any better than that. You really don't want him to be on the bench.
Yeah. Johnson. Owen says, I get JCTV. Josh Wilson Esban from Man City was in our U23 camp in March. Decent left back with pace, says Nitro.
Was it whose camp?
You said, I don't know, in Jamaica under 23 camp?
We never had a camp.
What is the situation with Karim Paris? Boss Thomas, that's the thing. Him end up like one. Him and Shamar, one end up a Ukraine and one end up a Russia. Yo, the man Karim Paris. Last time I checked, he was at Kiev, right? Or one of those clubs. Was it in Ukraine?
I don't even know that.
I think he might be. I think he went to Ukraine, then him circle back, gone in one of the NATO country them or something. But him up on a war path. I don't know where he's at.
I don't know that. I don't know, brother. I don't know.
So Ravel Morrison, any update on Ravel Morrison Nitro? Ravel is hinting like, I don't know, he's training. I don't know who he's training with, but I'm tracking where if I'm looking if he's training with
he's going with a camp. The Professional Football Association keeps a camp for the man that can't get no club. So they play friendlies.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully they get picked up. That's what I have now managed to read. They say that Ravel was the outstanding player in those friendly games, but you know what I mean? Take that for what it is, because he didn't get signed, you know. So let me keep checking on the Jamaicans and give you what's up. So Bristol City, they beat Millwall 4-3, and the player that we would want to be looking at there is to see if, and the answer to that we can tell you already, that Wes Harding is doing the Jamaican thing. Or the bench.
He's benching too?
Bench there, brother. Bench.
Everybody on the bench.
Everybody on the bench. All of them. They're on the bench. It's not a good look. I mean, when I talk about bench, now we talk about riding the pine, meaning you don't even get up and warm up. You understand? So that was not a good look. Sheffield Wednesday. And I want you to keep an eye on Ipswich. They have this striker, Liam Delap, which is, I don't know if you remember Rory Delap. That's Rory Delap's son. But why I
Yeah.
keep an eye on him is because I think England are prepping him to be like the young striker. So Dane Scarlett, who just went to Oxford on a year-long loan, and Daniel Jebison, who can represent Jamaica as well as Canada. They need to take note because Liam Delap is at Ipswich. He is starting. You know what I mean? It looks a bit sticky out there.
Yeah. So who are we gonna bring in? What's going on with Dujon Sterling? Man, them a joke about the documents or what? Have you even decided? A lot of times people have to ask the question: did he decide to play for Jamaica?
John has his Jamaican passport. That's what I'm understanding. The real question, and I think his was one of those that was with Brandon Asante. When I told you that my understanding, along with Devante Cole, is that them man got their citizenship from November last year, November 2023, and couldn't get a passport. So I don't know, my dad. I don't know. It's hefty. But Dujon is in at Rangers. I don't think that anybody can deny that he is a decent quality player. That would be
Nitro said, Devon Porter said, Dujon Sterling not ready as yet.
well, his is not ready. Also, he joins the line of people with citizenship and no passport.
Yeah, so look, I guess you need to check your source, bro.
No, I told you that they got their citizenship. You didn't hear me? And I said he was with those. I don't know if it came to. I don't have a source. You know what I mean?
Thomas Asante went to play for Ghana.
Yes, because he was tired of waiting to get the passport.
So no, to play for Jamaica.
Yes, he has a
So
Jamaican.
nobody never hear about that.
You need to check your sources because we've got sources too. So Brandon,
No, I'm just saying we didn't hear. I didn't hear anything about it.
He's got his citizenship, I understand, since last year. And was a struggle for him to get his passport. And in the meantime, Ghana came. I think what I may have been told, it would try to cite them one time and say he was injured. And when him go down there and the man them make him check out the doctor. When I said, "Nah, man, you're good. Call that one cap, you had cap tie, your blouse and skirt. I think you're gonna go play for Jamaica." So he's gone to the Black Stars. Big, strong, powerful striker. A bit of a handful for anybody. Not the most clinical finisher, but would have given Jamaica another player with a different dimension. He's now at Coventry, having left West Bromwich Albion. So if we go down to League One,
So Devante Cole as well. He's rubbing the bench at West Bromwich. He's gonna have a tough time behind Maja.
I mean, he's just coming. I do expect him
to have a tough time.
I do expect him to get there as yet. You know. So in League One, let's see who we have here in the Reading. So having started in the week, and there was a 2-2 draw. Kanaya Boyce Clark goes back down to the bench. But this youth here, he's gone on loan. Wow. Silko Thomas has gone on loan, the left winger, and Dion Ranking. Those are two players formerly from the Chelsea academy. They had gone on loan, so they are there at Wigan, and Kanaya Boys Clark made his way back down to the bench. So that was that there. Peterborough won 4-0. Well, why am I looking at Peterborough now? Peterborough don't have any of our players anymore. Malik Muddersill, but they're saying he had a bad game. That's what they
What's taking so long to get a passport? AM Henry says citizenship. It's not that easy part. Listen, bro, it's been a problem. It's been a problem for a while. Just getting players' passport and citizenship. We don't know. We have to just respect that process. I don't know what's going on there, AM Henry. It's just always a problem when it's time for Jamaican players to get their passport and thing. It's just always something a go on.
which is why I said to you that I would be interested for you and respectfully ask you go back to your source and ask them what it means by the JFF is seeking to expedite.
I'm not. I would
Greenwood.
never do that, though. I would never do that.
Why would you do that? You don't fact check.
No, I would never, because it's not important to me. What's important to me is him playing. Like,
Yeah. How would he play if he doesn't have a passport?
yeah, but that's not my problem, bro.
That's not your problem. Okay.
It's not my problem. It's if him a come play, then we see him a play when him play.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing we can do, people, because remember, if this is national security, they're gonna decide whether or not, I don't know what stage he's in his citizenship and all that stuff. So I don't know. If Macy Greenwood comes and he's gonna play, man. And we're with that.
Well, you sound a bit different now. You were all gun ho with the article and with the podcast.
Yeah. Cataract, I want him to come, but I'm also realistic of what can I do.
We can find out if they actually know what they're doing. Look here, football guru, you don't know nothing. Move on, go. Big man thing, I tell you. Move on, go. Chat too much. You know nothing? Yeah, Jason Guna. I said that Omari Bell started. Nitro said he played 70 minutes. I also thought it was the easier part, Peter Mystic. You understand? I thought it was the easier part. But I don't know what happened there. And apparently it's more than one player. So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Would I love if it's Lati Bodier play this weekend, right?
Yeah, he captain.
Captain.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, captain and start.
Good.
That joke, the Latibadir thing, bad man. Latibadir, when it comes as a centre back, Latibadir is a good player. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot deny that. So I don't know who wants to say what, but Latibadir is a good player.
He's gonna have a problem when he comes back, because we don't know where he's gonna start.
Who? Latibadir?
Latibadir, yeah. There's gonna be a little problem again when he comes back, because I think McLaren might go with a back two and go with Ethan Pinnock and Dishard Bernard.
That's a possibility as well.
And then you're stuck with Latibadir and Damian Lowe not knowing what to do with one of them.
They're on the bench.
Let's hope McLaren doesn't start entertaining the idea of, like, why don't I use one? Well, he said he's not here to put square pegs in round holes.
Yep.
That was his thing in the press conference. So let's hope that's not what he's here to do. Because then we're right back at square one. Unless he has some magical skill, that he can just turn these guys around and improve players like Cephas and those guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're making up things, Cataract. Everybody knows that you can get your passport fast when you have your citizenship. Stop telling lies, man.
That's what I told him, man. Go
Says that
up
was from
under
football
your
guru.
neighbor.
It's from football guru.
Up under your neighbor. You don't know what you're talking about. I stand by my facts that there are players who have gotten their citizenship but have found it difficult to get their
Passport.
their passports for whatever reason.
Yeah, people, remember to hit the like button on the video. 165 people. Let's get it to 150 likes on the video. We're at about 80 or something likes on the video. Let's move it in the right direction, folks. Let me just check it. Last time we checked it, we did there about 70. Let's see where we at now, people. Let's see. People, let's get 15 more likes on the video and get it to 100. See, as soon as you touch the like button, things start happening, That's how it works, people. When you touch the like button, things will happen. I just saw the universe works as well. If you don't use energy to do things, nothing gonna happen. So you have to get up and do things. Which passport in the same day? That has happened since COVID. Make sure you hit the like button Chad Hines or Chaddy Hines. Says passport is a 1-day process as long as they have their citizenship, bro. It's not as easy as you guys think, It's not as easy as you guys think. 7 more people hit the like button, make a rev up the machine and get it over a bills, no people. 7 more people. We're at 93 likes on the video. Everybody. Yeah, man. Cataract breaking down the championship for you guys and what happened in the Premier League today. We went over some of the Jamaican players, the heritage players, as the new names that's been
heritage player, new name.
Yeah, new name, the heritage players. You see me?
The man forward and drop a new slang.
Man, heritage player them.
The dog forward and give you a new slang. We never hear that word before day one.
Yeah, man, heritage players them, man.
We're not talking about the heritage player.
Yeah, so people just hit the like button on the video. We need 6 more people to get it over the line. So as I'm saying, we're getting all the information. We went over the Omari Hutchinson thing. I don't think he's overrated. He played very well for Ipswich today. I think he was that release valve for Ipswich. He could take the ball and run with the football. When Ipswich was confident, keeping the ball, knocking it around, but they kind of didn't really had an outlet, and Omari Hutchinson was that outlet. Every time Omari Hutchinson touched the football, it looked like something was gonna happen. But when I'm picturing Omari Hutchinson playing for Ipswich, I'm also pitching Omari Hutchinson playing for Jamaica as well. Go ahead, Issa.
Yeah, Jay Taylor, big up yourself. I just wanted to comment on the thing that you was mentioning about the passport. I'm actually late for work, so I'm rushing in right now.
Okay.
But somebody's lying to us. Jay Taylor, if you have a citizenship and you go to the passport office and you fill out those forms and everything is okay, you can get a passport within 2 days. So something must be wrong. This is like what happens every day in the passport office. If you're a citizen, you go there, them ask you for your birth certificate, you fill out the form, everything with the money, you give them, you pay your expedited money, you get a passport in a 2 days. So some things that I know.
Jay Taylor, I want to say to you.
You understand, Jay Taylor? So I don't know what's so different. No.
Yeah, Cataract explain a bag of things.
I just want to say something, right?
Yes,
so in Cataract.
No, I just going to pause so that you can tell him.
You listen. All right. If anything, I call back.
All right, cool. Yeah, what are you saying, Cataract?
Right, I'm just saying this. I don't know how to explain it because
we're not hearing you well enough, bro. You're so far away from your machine.
I don't know how to explain it, right? But that's what is happening. But I just also want to caution people. The regular thing that you go through to get your passport expedited is not available for when you are getting your first passport. That's not available. Expedited if you're going to like renew your passport. You can do that same day, next day, 2 day, 1 week, and then regular, right? So, but it's expedited is not available for your first passport. You cannot go and get an expedited for your first passport. And I can say that with for a fact. Right? Well, you go find it then, big deal. Then you go get one brand new citizenship and passport. It not do so.
Yeah, well, Ketara kind of explained that still. I didn't really know that you can't expedite the process on your first go around.
Passport. No.
Yeah. Maybe that's and maybe that's something that we didn't know. I didn't know that personally.
Right.
So.
I know they said the fastest process is 2 days. And that was in COVID. I don't know if that has changed.
I got my daughter first passport in 2 days, and I don't know if it's different with non-citizens. Yeah, so see, young king same get female at 2 days, so your thing looks slow.
Yeah, but listen, expedited in case, and me and young kings are brother, so I don't know nothing with that. I'm telling you, expedited means same day or next day, right? That's the expedited process. Come talk foolishness. This I just told you this same day, next day, 2 day, 1 week, and another one, the regular one. So somebody can call Devonport. Well, no.
Devonport and I got talk, man.
Right.
Put Devon's on top level.
So there are some players who, but it's a fact I'm talking, Jay Taylor. The player came to Jamaica, Devontae Cole. He came to Jamaica. He was here on the ground. He was told he was going to get the passport. The JFF was also told that he was going to get the passport. That's why he was put on the team. And when the time come to fly to Canada, he didn't have the passport. And there was more than 2 days between when the team came.
So what did one with film team?
Don't come tell me foolishness, brother. Like let me a big man to take me have time to come by your job and tell like something happening why they can't get the passports. I don't know. But remember Taylor, he came down, he was training with the team.
I remember we saw him in photos. Yeah.
Right? For the first
and he traveled to Canada with the team as well.
He traveled to Canada with the team, but he couldn't get the passport. And that was more than 2 days in between when him land. First game play, game finish. You have a next day, and then him could have fly. And I know him couldn't get no passport. So you come to me and tell me foolishness, brother. Like say nonsense, man, a chat. Something is going on. I'm saying to you, I don't know what it is. I tell you, I don't know.
Sure, John Rossi. It take up to 18 months to get a passport. Jamaica process slow. David Czar said that.
I don't know what I said.
I don't think it's that long, bro.
It just need to come out. Maybe you can contact the communications person from Pika and put in a question. They're gonna tell you that on the national security we cannot answer these questions, but at least we can put it in as a Pika. We know what it says. Something that go on around there, brother.
He's a journalist, panic wrong man, put out a piece.
Or they want a bag.
That should be a first piece.
Or they need a Birkin bag.
Yes, you always tell people to do things. That can be a first thing. Yeah, you check out from Pika. But they can still find out from Pika. Then that's what I said. Then you shouldn't be giving people advice about things to do that you're not doing.
You know the reason why I can't do that. So
I don't know any reason why you're not doing that. Okay. But I'm just saying, just flipping it back on you. I don't know. I never heard that. But
there's a reason why I can't do that.
Something not right.
Something not right.
Overall, with the JFF comes to passport, bro. Why it have it? But guys, there's a lot of checks
and balances. I forgot that one. The thing with the athlete for the world juniors. You know what I mean?
That's not true. My first passport was expedited, says Anita Bell.
Not no.
So everybody has say a liar to the cataract. The first passport.
Everybody can just sit here and chat. Monday morning, take up the phone, call Pika and ask them if you can get an expedited passport on your first passport, if you can get it same day and next day, if this is your first passport with citizenship. Not that you're born in Jamaica, where you have to do citizenship. You're born in Jamaica. You're not born in Jamaica, Anita Bell. Anita Bell, were you born in Jamaica? Because we're not talking about people who are born in Jamaica. You're taking your birth certificate, go up there. You're going there to apply for a passport with your citizenship paper. Jaja, why people can't just get the thing? Take out the phone and call. And if they call and tell that Monday, beat me down. In the meantime,
look on stories now, like the Jamaica Observer just as said, Dujon Butler confirms Whisper Richards is recovering. That's why I have to have a blog, people, because this is something we know from about 7 days ago. You see me? And this is just dropping in the Jamaica Observer. So that to tell you that we're way ahead of the game. They're just dropping this about Dujon Whisper. And I'm like, them thing
brother, let me tell you something. Big
news that.
I may have to leave because I have to go play the sound. You see? Yeah, well, but let me tell you something. Anybody over there up on the ground in a cataract sound there, Jackson Town. Yeah? Tonight, party I got loud. And the big boss cataract I play the sound. But let me tell you something. Taylor. Last thing I tell you, you see the Observer and the Gleaner? I YouTube them can get their news. Yeah, man. Good. Remember tell you that. Lazy set a man them. I press conference and I ask the question. And we from YouTube I ask the question them. I see some people at ESPN I run with the answer for my question. I cut me out. ESPN I go and check if it's some royalty. But I don't even see that J. Taylor.
No.
ESPN run a story when we ask the question about Isaac Hayden and big up Dre anyway. You understand? Isaac Hayden and my boy there, Mason Greenwood. They run the answer for the coach, but they cut out the part where Cataract asked the question. You see it?
Yeah, the people know, yeah. Them not put up on ESPN, man.
Yeah, put up on
I don't know why you sue them nine, okay? You say you're
but that's liar.
You're liar, them a white. You say you're liar, them a white toenail. White toenail.
No, my liar never show a toenail on a show. Come here, so I know what if.
Okay, white fingernail.
And Birkin bag. Yeah. I might who liar them that around put the thing.
You say a Birkin bag you liar par with?
Birkin bag my liar wear, brother. I carry the next one carry a Gucci shoe wear. Gucci, straight Gucci. Everything for a Gucci. Gucci slippers, everything. So Gucci down. Liar them around Papa. Remember, I'm tell you. But you have seen them, they've come on YouTube once or twice. Yeah, white fingernail, they're not play. Them for them nail do every week, almost every day. But
Dang.
no, but may I tell you, sir, the local other media, they are depending. You know what I mean? They are depending.
So Tycoon, you're right. Your question was viral. PBS.
ESPN facts. May I tell you,
boss people.
Boss. The boss. For the one that come there, me I climb up. Remember the artists.
Boss people.
Hold on. Remember the artists when they use Steve little thing and they've never put him in the song of the video and they climb up on top of the transport center. I say, man, jump.
Jump. I did know, man. I didn't climb up on the pole. I think of a zip. Zip, man. He must say, yo, Liquid half he play him song. If Liquid no play him song.
I don't want to say.
If Liquid no play him song, he must jump. You see me? But him never bother. Him never boss good.
He never boss good.
Never boss good at that. JT, Steve Hallgrim's question boss too.
Make me a big deal, and a friend. Make me a squadak.
Squadak. I boss that one a big deal in that one. Big league leng them active on the Jamaican football front line. Don't ramp with big league leng them. May I tell you, you think
Yeah,
we
score.
getting them active out there? Like, you know,
Yes, a Greenwood score a brace. Go and shine up the boots, Mason. Yes, just go and get the compass on the boots. Yeah, because we're going to need you September 6th or we're going to need you in the November window. Yeah, yeah?
what
All right.
more actually say, you're up on the ground. Where is this thing? Is this thing true where them I say like Sting I got clash with Cartel show?
Yo, Carter show come up with $12 million for his skybox, you know.
And where, is it the CMD of his thing?
No, man, I 31st, man. That them
And when I Sting?
Stinger Boxing Day 26. But you don't know if a man have to pay $30,000 for the ticket them in the money if you go a Sting.
So like that's the like I say one Sting badness.
One Sting badness. But here the problem, you can't mash up your man show because the show come after.
Yeah, but him
It's
can't.
not like you can't go like coffee man show.
He can't like a Cartel show. He better make sure him show no flap.
Flap.
Because Joe them jump on this, you know, because Joe say, yo, Cartel show right now. Probably can make drop a couple mil on this and flip a couple mil as well. Because Cartel, the people, it's not gonna be as big as Bujo Bantan though. I think. Me not think so. Me know say people I say, yo, no,
No,
I don't think it's gonna be big as Bujo Bantan thing.
If it was priced similarly, it would be big as. But I think they're pricing out themselves out of the market. But knowing Jamaican people, they will find the money. You know what I mean? But I man have a cut, like we said, Jackson Town. Everybody don't know that there. Top of my line.
Is Cartel even in a position to perform his songs?
Yeah, they said he's gonna be doing medical treatment. Intense medical treatment. 1-1. You're right about that Bonner Dixon thing. I've been saying that it's not the Bonner Dixon that we know from Liverpool ever since he had that horrific injury and surgery and them kind of thing. Has come back a totally different player. So big up the man himself. You know what I mean?
We link up, Ketark.
Yeah, man. Big up the guy himself. But yeah, of course, Carter show going to be bigger than.
No, bro, Cartel show now go bigger than Bujo show. Young Guns Entertainment. Yeah, why? One is a live performer and one is a track. Cartel don't like perform with bands, you know, bro.
Yeah, but it don't matter. It's not whether the show good or not. It's the attendance. Remember, say everybody will rub bleaching cream on themselves in a Jamaica or their Cartel show.
But what's the percentage of the Jamaica population? What Jamaica?
Whole heap of people are fly down for that. Whole heap of people.
What percentage of Jamaica population are bleached though?
What? Enough.
Bro, I want say if you really check it out, it's not the
people what you wanna know.
I wouldn't say it's I think it's maybe 2 out of every 10 Jamaican is bleaching.
Anita Bell, are you bleaching? Are you bleaching, Anita Bell? Can you tell us? Let's run
I
a
think,
poll. Or no, hold on. Don't use the word. Anita Bell, are you do you tone up? Because some of them say, yo, we just tone up.
JC, you know how much people fly down for Cartel show? Brother, Cartel show now bigger than Bujo show, man. I'm telling you that.
On that note, I have took away myself. You see what I say? Bless up the man them. Keep yourself safe. You don't know. Remember, I said Jackson Town, Cataract Sound, and Loon up on the ground. DJ Trigger, DJ Big Boss, DJ TT. We're going to burn down the place. You see what I say? Yeah, man. And tomorrow, Cataract there at Duane Park, around one part, around the school there. You see what I say? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Question for Cataract. Is passport procedure the same in the UK and the USA?
No.
All right. That's your answer.
Because they have biometric information. So no. I think they use some biometric something. I don't know.
JT, rappers are already booked themselves for the show. Yeah, true. Cardi B and them rapper they might come down. You know, say Busta Rhymes is a man who's been there for Cartel throughout the case. So I think Busta Rhymes is a man who's gonna be there for Vibes Cartel. Yeah, Saturday night we can talk a little Vibes Cartel, right? We can talk a little Vibes Cartel because we wrapped up all of the things them already that we need to wrap up on basically. Yeah, no, forget Drake. No, bro. Drake and Vibes Cartel never really link like that, bro. I don't really know about that. Drake and Vibes Cartel never really link. Remember, you know, bro, Drake and Poppy them link, you know. People still don't know Poppy and Vibes Cartel them link how the link set, you know. Cause you know, since Vibes Cartel get released, Popcorn has been a bit low key. Just posting some photos on Instagram. We don't really see no photo with Popcorn and Vibes Cartel, you know. You know, cause remember say Popcorn is a big dog now, you know, he's a big dog now. And if he's thinking I'm a big dog, I don't need to check in right now with Vibes Cartel. You see me? Or they can link up Poppy at the unruly boss. You see me? Just like how Cartel left the alliance and formed Gaza Empire. Cartel Popcorn form unruly music, unruly boss. The man lucky them thing with Drake. So that's a whole nother link. So a lot of people are expecting Popcorn to fall in line. I don't think he actually falls in line. You have another player out there again like Alkaline. Alkaline is another artist where a lot of people wanted him to basically say that he took his whole style from Vibes Cartel and he just decided he's not going to yield to that demand. You see me? And that's another thing that blew up Alkaline other than his talent. He was very stubborn. He said, listen, I'm not. And a Vibes Cartel may follow. Even though it was Vibes Cartel, he was taking his style of whoa, Drake said Vibes Cartel is his idol. Yo, the teacher. Yeah, the teacher need to fix up still. Him gone. Me see him on a flight. Like him reach someplace. Him probably like Caribbean. Yeah, man. Him just need to get the teacher back. Because me can't look on the teacher. Me can't take the teacher serious. Like how him look right now. Can't take the teacher serious, dog. Bad artist, bad lyrics and anything, but me just can't take him serious right now. Or him things. Set the imagery in a like even when the teacher try to be funny or something on the internet, it's not funny to me. Like, and I'm a cartel fan. It's just not funny, bro. Like, it's just not the same, bro. It doesn't hit the same. So cartel now has to reinvent himself, readjust. I don't know, bro. I think is this girl that's there with Vibes Cartel. Because I'm good at reading this stuff, you know. One thing with these Turkish women, because there's a lot of them here in Scandinavia. That's probably like the next second largest population in Scandinavia is like Turkish Arabic women. You have the Persians who are Iranians. You have the Turkish, the Syrians. A lot of them come. Let me just kind of give you a little rundown on how those women are. One thing though, is she Turkish or she's Indian? One thing with those kind of women though, they're very loyal. They are very loyal and they don't like to get married a lot of times and stuff like that. That's their thing. They don't like JT me feel the man feel like the man Katina. JT me feel like you like the man Katina. No, I was just saying like him girl look loyal, but I don't know what's her end goal in this. What's her end product? Because she's eating up a lot of social media time, you know. She's gonna become a social media phenomenon. And I'm just wondering if she's in this for clout. That's just the only thing in the back of my mind. Is like, is she only in this for clout? Does she really rate the world boss? Because listen, but the man big. The world boss is a monster. He's huge. Like maybe she saw a gap in the market. maybe maybe she saw a gap in the market and figured like, hey, listen, world boss, she can go to Jamaica, get a free man, get a man, and him is a star already. And even like Vibes Cartel, baby mom, Shorty, like even when she does stuff on the internet, like, yeah, oh, them people, they are this, them or that, and she's like acting like she don't care. Any woman in the world is gonna care. Like if you have two kids for a guy and him just get released from jail after 12 to 13 years, he's a massive star. He's now out with another chick that's eating up the spotlight with him. You're gonna feel away. So even when me watch like them thing they were shorty, I say, I'm in a business, me I do my thing. No, shorty, you do care. Like you can tell that to the people who don't understand emotions, but you do care. So she definitely care about Vibes Cartel. The Vibes Cartel thing, we wanted to work with his fiance. JT, what's that alkaline take from Cartel? Bro, alkaline whole style is Vibes Cartel. Alkaline is a Vibes Cartel, like you know how they're cloning humans now to try to make embryos to create babies without actually having it inside of a womb. Alkaline is a Vibes Cartel embryo, bro. Like, I know that might sound why that sounds suspect, but when a Vibes Cartel pitney them, me not care what Alkaline wants to say, but it doesn't remove the fact that Alkaline is a great artist in his own right. Alkaline is a great artist in his own right. So I just want to know that. But Alkaline, come on, Vibes Cartel is the blueprint, man. He was the blueprint for that. He was the blueprint for that. So people, we chop through everything. Mesa Greenwood shines today, scored the brace. Omari Hutchinson, overrated or not? I told you he's not overrated. Really good player. Antonio struggled today, but it wasn't just his fault. I think West Ham didn't look like they knew what they were doing. They look out of it of some sorts. Aston Villa, Leon Bailey looks somewhat sharp. Look like he's going to have a competitive season within his team for that spot as well, though he played well last season. Duran, he looks really good. Ted Bundy, female admirers. Ted Bundy had a lot of football guru. Yeah, easy brother. This is a different space that everybody wants. Mr. Revolution, you don't actually, every time you come on my show, bro, you just come over like you come over here to dictate. Mr. Revolution, I will just talk about Vibes Cartel just because it upsets you. Like, because you do this all the time, bro. You just come and like, JT, get to this. JT, what's going on? The soldiers are on deck. Roger that. Now. Bro, chill, bro. Mr. Revolution, you're always coming up on the vibe there, dog. Like everybody are chill. And you just come in at the house like, yo, people not ready. Where we are going? I say, oh, dog, chill. Where we are go? Like, what's happening, Mr. Revolution? So, like, no, bro, it's no disrespect. Come here but Mr. Revolution, you came here when the show is ending. People, thank you, everybody, for joining the show. That's what you didn't know, Mr. Revolution. You came and the show was ending. We just have to big up everybody here. Data way, copyrights to bleaching controversy. Data, big up yourself, Mr. Revolution. Young Guns, Anita Bell, Jason Guna. Yo, let's link up sooner. You see me, I said Nitro 69. Big up yourself, football guru and tycoon. Them man, they always keep it neutral. Big deal Leng. In the place, one squad hawk. Everybody, Young Guns Entertainment. And big up yourself, my boss. The Lorenzo Las Blancos. Big up yourself. All of the squad them we pass through. Conrad, Marcus Garvey, them I think pass through one at a time. Jayut, them, Tuffy Rudy, them pass through one. Chatty Hines. Yo, me just try to find everybody. Nitro, them. Everybody will pass through. Everybody will make the show a possibility today. Big up yourself, and I hope you have a pleasant Saturday afternoon. And make sure you stay safe out there. Bless up your family. And you don't know the vibe. Take care of yourself out there, people, as a Jamaican. Keep pushing. I know you're probably coming off the weekend with a job, buy some fresh clothes already. Tonight is a mad party. You deserve it. You work hard all week. Once you're doing the right thing, you deserve it. So people, just do the right thing and bless up with yourself. All right?